Hey, there we are again. And today we're going to talk about the bands with the most iconic vocalists in black metal ever. According to me and to you, because I asked you on Instagram as well. And with iconic, I basically mean unique, meaning that you can recognize the singer or the band immediately because it's not regular black metal screaming, regular black metal vocals, like this one, for example. Yeah, that's the standard stuff. Number one, this list has no particular order, so the order has, doesn't mean anything, is Urfaust. From the Netherlands, with their singer IX, or 9 in Roman numbers. What I and a lot of people like about his voice is the mix of somehow operatic singing with that unhuman-like screaming, shouting that gives me shivers down my spine. Especially together with the songs being mostly pretty slow, it creates a meditative, transcendental atmosphere somehow. It's perfect for walks or driving your car. Number 2 is, you knew it would be on the list, Silencer, with the vocalist Natram. I mean, do I really need to say anything about that pretty famous band in the underground? Probably not. The vocals are just insane. And I don't know any other singer who sounds like that. It just sounds like he's in total agony and going crazy almost. And I know there are a lot of rumors about Natram, like with the pig feet and stuff. I think 99% are crap, are wrong, just to create a mystery around that guy. He doesn't need the mystery. The vocals are great. You don't need the mystery, Natram. Unfortunately, the band only released one album, Death Pierce Me, but it, became a DSBM classic. Number 3, Inquisition. No Farvann video without Inquisition. A lot of people don't like the vocals. They always call it frog-like, but I don't feel it like that. I don't like it. I don't like to call it frog vocals. It doesn't feel like frog vocals to me. Inquisition is probably my favorite black metal band though. I hope I recall that correctly. I think in an interview, the singer, Dagon, said that he recorded the vocals at his apartment when they were starting out as a band. And he had neighbors, and he recorded them in the night, so he had to whisper somehow, and that's how he came up with the vocal stuff. And I love it. It sounds great. It totally fits Inquisition's music, I would say. I mean, I cannot imagine Inquisition with screaming vocals, even though he did screaming vocals on the thrash metal releases in the early days of Inquisition. But I mean, Inquisition is not a typical black metal band after all, because they mostly play only power chords. However, number 4, German band Askaraya with their vocalist Grimm. No Farvann video without Askaraya. The difference between his vocals and the vocals of Silencer, because they are kind of the same, that high-pitched howling. I like to call it howling. I love that style of singing, actually. He's probably my favorite German black metal vocalist, because it also feels like sorrow and agony and anger sometimes. But he also sings clean, and I like the mixture of that. It's great. And what I really like about the clean singing is he's not very good at it. There are mistakes here and there, and that makes it feel so organic and vivid and alive and honest. That's why I love Askaraya so much. Number 5, and don't hate me for that, but it's true. It's Behemoth. Nergal is pretty recognizable. And I'm not only talking about the album, what was it? Was it Demigod, where they recorded the vocals twice, double tracked the vocals. He has a very unique style of growling. I mean, even putting Behemoth on the list is weird because they later became like a death metal band, more like a death metal band, but I think it's worth mentioning. Number 6, going back to the insane screaming vocals by Rainer Landwehrmann for Bethlehem.
Ich möchte das Unvermeidbare leugnen und erfahre das Unmögliche. Es hat niemals eine Zahl gegeben.
See a certain pattern? You know, I kinda like insane, crazy screaming. Not the regular black metal, harsh screaming, the really I'm about to die screaming. The biggest, I don't know, at least the greatest German black metal or metal YouTuber Krachmucker TV once said about the album Dictius Tenecare that you cannot listen to the album without being covered in sweat after that, because it's so, you know? Number 7, another weird pick, is Cradle of Filth. Because if you put the singer Danny Filth in any other band, you would know it's him. Makes him very outstanding and recognizable, just like all the other singers on that list. Face it, Cradle of Filth is a unique band. And in my early days of becoming a black metal head, I liked Cradle of Filth a lot, so they have a kind of a special place in my heart. Not every album, like, it started to get weird at Nymphatamine for years, and then they came back somehow, but the early stuff, I love that stuff. Number 8 is Immortal. Old Immortal, of course, because Above, a bath, Take a Bath is not in the band anymore. But same counts for him, you know, put him in any other band, in a band called Above, for example, and you would know it's him, because his vocal style is pretty unique. A lot of people compare it to the vocals of Dagon, of Inquisition, but I can see that, but it's not quite the same. I actually did not want to include that band but people mention it on Instagram. It's DURBATULUK. Thank you very much. By the way, the DURBATULUK shirts are back in a European store and in an American store, so you can save shipping costs. Links are in the video description if you want to check them out. Go ahead. Thank you very much. That was the list basically, but I have honorable mentions, of course. Because a lot of people on Instagram also mentioned Shining, but I would not agree that they are unique. It's that style of vocals I like to call... It's not screaming. It's not howling or anything, it's more like aggressive talking. And there are more bands that may do this kind of vocal style. I like the kind of vocals, it's refreshing and it feels honest as well. But Shining's not the only band who does that. Shining. And this is a Polish band, Odraza. Can you see similarities? Peste Noire. You see, all of them use that aggressive talking kind of vocals. I mean, it's not really talking. It has a certain rhythm, but you know what I mean. And that were the honorable mentions. What's your favorite black metal vocalist? Tell me in the comments what's your favorite black metal album when it comes to the vocals. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Tschüss.